Oh boy. The S&T series is yet again getting criticized over not having the same standards that its spin-off series Persona lives up to. Can't say I didn't see this coming. So in case if you're not in the loop, a lot of journalists and content creators have already gotten Shin Megami Tensei 5 via review codes. Oh yeah, Atlas, if you happen to be watching this video, would you do your boy a solid and send me a review code? Well, fuck, it was worth a try. But anyways, a recent article from Polygon just came out about the game, coming from a journalist by the name of Ana Diaz, also known as Pokechi on Twitter. She gave her first impression on Shin Megami Tensei 5 from the few hours that she got to experience with it. And I feel like this shouldn't have to be said, but being real, there's always going to be that certain group, you know? So I'm going to say this right here before we dive into the article. Please, and I mean please, do not harass her. It's okay to agree to disagree, but it's another thing to just be a fucking dick over a fictional source of media. The main purpose of this video is to pretty much get an understanding of this article from her perspective, while also taking this opportunity to explain the core differences between Persona and SMT to newer fans. So yeah, let's not waste any more time and let's get into this article. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is the latest entry in Atlus's JRPG series where you fight and recruit demons. The franchise is known for a complex turn-based combat system where you're able to negotiate with your foes, just like in Atlus's other series, Persona. Starting off on a pretty fair note actually, like it's nothing wrong with comparing SMT to Persona since Persona is a spin-off. Obviously there's bound to be similarities, at least in the battle system here and there, but that's just the first paragraph, so let's just keep moving forward. I've had my eye on the Shin Megami Tensei series for a while now. Persona 5 Royal, which has a lot in common with SMT, became a staple of my early pandemic days. So when I saw both the remake, Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, and a new title, I decided it was finally time for me to sink my teeth into the series. I played a preview of the game on my Switch, which covered the first few hours of the game. While I spent the game fighting and training my monsters, I found myself missing some of the more social aspects of Atlus's other games. Alright, so this is where the controversy begins to spark up. She mentions that she felt herself missing the social aspects of Atlus's other games, more specifically referring to the Persona game's social link and confidant mechanics. I'm assuming that Persona 5 Royal has to be her first game because most Persona fans who started with Persona 3 or Persona 4 should already have at least like a decent idea of what Shin Megami Tensei is all about now in 2021. Because I remember back in the days, it was a far more different time when SNT4 came out. But to explain for those who, like I said, are newer fans to Megaten, the Shin Megami Tensei series never had a social link mechanic, or really have any emphasis on social interactions with your main characters and NPCs. Even Persona games like Persona 1 and 2 never had the social link feature. It wasn't until Persona 3 that social links were first introduced. So basically, making a critique on SNT 5 for not having a bigger focus on interactions with the characters is kind of shaky, to be honest. On one hand, I can understand preferences, we all have them, but on the other hand, it is pretty unfair to hold Persona 5 Royal to a higher standard where the S&T series is purposely designed to be a more traditional JRPG. And Persona itself was originally based off of yours truly, Shin Megami Tensei. Alright, so let's continue on with the article. S&T 5 spins a tale of biblical proportions. Upon entering its world, the first thing I hear is a dark, ominous voice, whose echoes gives off a godlike omnipotence. The narrator weaves an Adam and Eve-like tale about a tree that's the source of knowledge. This is a far cry from the silly high school antics of the Phantom Thieves in Persona 5R, where the player talks to school principals and jocks to solve problems. Sure, S&T 5 also follows a normal high school boy, but the stakes and setting are totally different as players are pulled off into a post-apocalyptic Tokyo filled with angels, demons, and glittering sand. Yeah, so again, Shin Megami Tensei is far more traditional. It's pretty much a series that involves characters in a post-apocalyptic world of some kind. S&T focuses on themes like ideologies, religion, mythology, and morality. That has always been the bread and butter of Shin Megami Tensei, so needless to say, with themes like that, the protagonist has far more important things to do than to just beat up a douchebag high school gym teacher. But yeah, nothing much to know here. Moving on, these fights are difficult. You need to collect monsters quickly and use them liberally. You can bring up to 3 with you in a fight, making for a total of 4 fighters when you include a main character. Negotiating is fun, but stressful. At one point, I said the correct thing 3 rounds in a row, only for the monster to backstab me and do a surprise attack. Okay, so negotiations in S&T are notoriously RNG as fuck. There's really no right way of negotiating. I personally love it because it's just so unpredictable on what's going to happen. And it's fun that way because it's always going to be fresh. But preference aside, I honestly can understand others getting very frustrated with this though. It's one of those things you're either going to love or hate, so I can't fault her too much for feeling this way at least. Because of this focus on battles, the S&T 5 preview felt like a stripped down version of Persona 5R. Oh my lord. Now this is where people got triggered at, like, oh my god, she really said that. That is like S-tier clickbait headline type shit right there. Should have put that as the headline of the article. But in seriousness, this again points to what I've been saying prior about this entire article. S&T 5 or the S&T series in general should not be held to the same standards as Persona 5. There are exceptions like some aspects of the core battle system or even the presentation quality. But throughout this article, she constantly refers back to the social link aspect, and that is a feature exclusive to the Persona series and all the other daily activities that you can do in Persona as well. Shin Megami Tensei is not trying to be like Persona. It's sticking to its roots as long as the series continues. I can't give her too much flack for this misunderstanding because, being real, Persona is far more popular than Shin Megami Tensei. It's just a fact. Most new people coming into Megaten would hold Persona to a higher standard than S&T because Persona is marketed stronger, sold more games, and thanks to Joker's inclusion in Smash Bros, it's pretty common sense to say that Persona is mainstream now. Whereas with Shin Megami Tensei, it does have a cult following for sure, but it's far less popular than its spin-off series. This is the first 3D S&T mainline console game since the original release of Nocturne back in 2003. So it's been a really fucking long time, man. Between then and now, we've gotten Strange Journey, Shin Megami Tensei 4, which by the way is actually my favorite S&T game at the moment, and Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse, all of which are mostly 2D games on Nintendo handheld systems, not consoles. Persona games, however, has always been on console platforms, and we all know that console and PC gaming is the strongest market right now for video games as a whole. So under those circumstances, the Persona series overshadowed the Shin Megami Tensei series for a very long time. I'm hoping that with S&T 5 releasing, this will start to push the series more into the limelight of the mainstream audience. But in the case of this article, I wouldn't take it too serious. Like, considering that she hasn't even beaten the game yet, and that this is her first S&T game, I'm assuming, her feelings could possibly change. But even if they don't, oh well. Like, I can't say I really care, but I really wanted to take this opportunity to shed light on why stuff like this happens. And yeah, that's gonna be it for the video today. Before I go, I want to take a quick second to thank you guys because holy shit, this video blew the fuck up. Oh my god, man. I did not expect that at all. So I know I got a lot of new people coming into this channel. Thank you so much, man. It really means a lot to me. And if you want to continue to see content like this, drop your boy a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to know exactly when I upload. I'm going to be uploading quite a lot of S&T content since S&T 5 is going to drop soon, so look forward to that. I might consider streaming S&T 5 from time to time on my Twitch as well, but we'll see. And yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. I'll catch y'all later. Stay vibing.